CommuniTraders, Okane here, and I'm going to show you a strategy that actually we've talked about before. So watch this video about candlesticks, the pin bars, and the Pinocchio strategy, because we're going to discuss whether you can get a 70% win rate with this strategy if you know price action well, if you understand trends, if you understand candlesticks, obviously. And these are explained in this article, that you must know these things if you want to have a good success with this strategy. And so the point of this video is to discuss this, whether you can get a 70% win rate. So obviously it's different from trader to trader, but we want to see how possible is it. So you can come and share your opinion, your success rate with us in the forum. I will put the links below in the description of this video, but let's move on. So for example, here I have the hourly time frame. You can see price is trending down. So we're going to look at some pin bars here. For example, if we zoom in a little bit, the first one you see after the drop. So you should have these understandings about trends and patterns and highs and lows. So you can see price is coming up here in this case to a previous support, which is now resistance, and it breaks out. But this is the point of the strategy. You want to wait to see if the Pinocchio is lying, hence the big nose here. So the bigger the wick, the stronger the signal. So in this case you see that, yeah, it was a false breakout, so it was a lie, and this candle closed below the support, below the resistance, and it became a pin bar. So this is our first signal, our first win, depending on your expiry. And you should know about expiries. Thanks to previous videos, we have discussed this already. And also you want to take into consideration market openings. For example, you see here, it's just at the opening, and usually the market is flat when price opens during a new day or a new week at midnight or day or whatever time you have at your location. But look at the period you are in, what time it is. If the market is flat, you don't want to trade. So in this case you could have won, obviously, depending on your expiry, if you take volatility into consideration. But I wouldn't trade during flat markets. So if we move on to looking at some other time frame, for example, if we look at 15-minute time frame, here you have another pin bar. The bearish pin bar is here, so safer to get in on the bearish pin bars, because sometimes you can have bull candles looking like this, but then price continues up. But in this case you can see after the bearish pin bar and this one on the 15-minute time frame, price is dropping again. So another possible win. Here again you have another one, a good textbook looking pin bar, bearish pin bar, and then again another win. So here again, so you can see the win rate with this is pretty good, so long as you follow the trend. You're trending when price is moving down, and you have understanding of support and resistance, and you can see that in each case. For example, here this candle closed below, and if you zoom out you can see that on different time frames as well, that this was a resistance before, a resistance here. We got the false breakout and candles moved down. So take those analyzes into consideration, and let's move on. Let's see if we got another one. Okay, so further below we move down here. I think this pretty much looks like a good pin bar here, so another win. So as you can see, this is pretty successful. So let's take a look at daily charts. For example, here we have lots of pin bars as well, as you can see. So the first one that sticks out really well, you might have spotted it as well here. See the big pin bar here, and then price moved down. And the next one, again, another win here on this pin bar. And we got this is considered a pin bar as well, but in this case it went against you first, so it depends on your expiry. So if you're trading the daily charts, you should use longer expiries. And also if you have some trend analyzers and experience, you would understand that after this breakout you got sudden high, so you should be careful not to jump in. And then the next one here, you have another pin bar, but as you can see, the safest are when you're getting at a support and resistance at lower high or higher low. So those are the safest trades, so you don't lose this much leverage before you get into a trade. So use your own judgment to get into better entries where you have leverage. Now let's take a look and see if we got some bullish pin bars as well that are in a uptrend. So to illustrate the bullish pin bars, I have changed the asset to an asset that's been trending up lately. So USD JPY, as you can see, the 15-minute time frame, for example, you can see the nice highs and lows, and you can see that the first pin bar here would have given you a loss depending on expiry. The second one was a good one, and even actually you have one here as well. So another pin bar, and we got one more here somewhere. Here's another pin bar, actually the first one, pretty good. Remember, the longer the wicks the better. For example, in this case you got a nice long wick and price been going up, still continuing up, and so as you can see, you could win. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades here. One of them was a loss. Even if we would say, let's say 3 out of 4, it's still 75% in the money. So long as you pay attention to trends, highs and lows, for example, like in this case, you see the trend line here, beautiful price action. So then you use the pin bar as confirmation, and in this case you can see that you also had another pin bar here, but the move is already going up. You want to have those pin bars. You can see that the pin bars that are at higher lows have better success rate than the pin bars that are just moving up, and you have not yet had a complete retracement down before you get the pin bar. So those can result into losses, as you can see in this case, both of these. So get in at higher lows for the call options, pay attention to the trend, and trade in the direction of the trend. So in that case, doing so, I think you could have a great success rate with this strategy. But once again, for last time, if you don't know price action, then don't just jump in at every candle. For example, you have a bearish pin bar here, but you shouldn't get in on this when price is trending up. As you can see, if you do a simple trend line, you see price trending up, there's no point in jumping in. Still, if you had a good expiry, it would have worked here, but again, it's gambling with your money if you do that against the trend based on just one single pin bar. So don't do that, and you might actually have a great success rate. All right, I put the links below. Thanks for watching. See you.